Hey y'all, Miss Brown here to talk to you about everything and everything FlipGrid. So here is what I'm going to kind of talk you through. I've watched a couple of these videos, well, like a ton because I love FlipGrid, and I'm going to kind of focus on things that other people maybe haven't focused on as much. So let me start with the basics. So under my activity, this basically just tells me what I've done. It talks about how much shared learning I've had. So you notice a day in 23 hours, it has how many grids I've launched, total videos, things like that, all of my achievements, and then some recent videos. So that's kind of a cool feature. Then up here, it digs a little deeper into your achievements, how long you've been with FlipGrid, if you've added anything to the FlipGrid DiscoLibrary, which is pretty cool, how many videos you've had, stuff like that. Now up here, mixtapes. I talked about this in one of my other videos. Great place to share and save all of your great and favorite tapes. And then Grid Pals, which is one of my favorites, and DiscoLibrary and Shorts. But before I get to that, let's just talk quickly about how to use FlipGrid and how to add something. So if you go to My Grids, I have found that I like to keep one class period as a total grid, and then I add multiple topics into that. That allows kids to access the same grid, and they can see if they've missed videos that they haven't completed, or it just keeps everything in one spot. So if you want them to go back to a video from last month or last week and respond to it, comment, they're all in one spot. So let's talk about my quarantine grid, because that's what I've been working on now with remote learning. So we have 6 topics, and they're right here. If I want to add a new topic, I just simply click the Add a New Topic button. Then I create a topic title. I put how long I want my video to go to. They extended it up to 10 minutes, which is pretty cool. You write your prompt. This is what the kids will see. Then this is my favorite part. Make this like eye-catching, engaging, hook, reel them in. I always do a GIF because it's just the best. Neil deGrasse Tyson is my favorite, Giphy. So I find anything having to do with him, if it's space, and then I pop that on. So for example, if I wanted to do this classic move, which I love, favorite NDT move, then that puts it there, and that is the topic that shows that focus feature on your video. Hit more options, you want this. You can add a topic tip, speak up, look at the resources, and then here's where you can attach stuff. You can attach great Wonderopolis articles, your own videos. Down here, always turn on video moderation. You never trust what the kids are going to post, so you want to see it first before everybody else sees it. Always turn on student-to-student replies. That's the point. That's why we're doing FlipGrid. We want the kids to talk. You can make it active or not. Always have them add selfies and videos. Duh, it's the best part. And I always turn on the likes. And then when you're ready to create topic, you just hit create topic, and then it will pop it into your grid. And then right here in my grids, this is what I was talking about, the focus GIF or video. It shows it right here. So you want to make something that's kind of eye-catching and grabbing. If you want to edit something after the fact, let's say I want to edit my what you up to check-in, you hit the pencil. And then you can go back in here, you can change it. If you realize kids maybe were talking too much, turn it off, turn it to less time. If you figure they needed more time, you can turn it to more time. And then hit update topic. You can share an entire grid, or you can share just a topic right here. And then you have some other actions as well. You can add things to the DiscoLibrary, which is a perfect spinning off point, because that's what I'm going to get to next. So if I want to add how does a solar system move around the Milky Way, I go down here and I hit add to DiscoLibrary, and then that will pop it into the DiscoLibrary for you. So if I do this, this is where you can add it to the DiscoLibrary. It copies everything over. Right here, integration notes is where I put my lesson plan, some extra resources, and then you select your audience. If it's something everybody can do, hit all, more people will see it. And then you can hit your subject, science, beyond the classroom, which I think is great. I do a lot of career and technology, uploading to DiscoLibrary as well. So let's talk about DiscoLibrary. Oh, my favorite. I love you, DiscoLibrary. So I just thought this was a great place to add and steal from. I did not realize all the other resources here. So these FlipGrid weekly hits are the top hits, which means they're good. But down here, featured disco playlist. This is where you can find some really great stuff. Wonderopolis is my favorite. So I always pop into Wonderopolis if I have a topic and I'm looking for some sort of a resource. Then you can go here and you can see all these great Wonderopolis FlipGrids that are already done for you, which is awesome. Another really great one that I like is MSN Kids. This one is awesome. So you can kind of like search around here. You can cater it more towards your audience, so middle school. And then this pulls up just ones that are middle school. I like to keep it all because then I can kind of edit it to fit my kids. I can either bump it up a little bit or bump it down. And then for instance, if this one is very relevant, why do animals eat plastic? I click on that and it has the whole entire FlipGrid done for me. It even has the Read on MSN Kids article link, which sometimes has videos, great pictures. And this is awesome for the kids to use as a resource, especially with remote learning. You want to kind of keep everything in one spot. You don't want them clicking around too much. So it pulls up the article for you, which is really awesome. And then it gives you a prompt. I can move it to whatever grid I want to. So let's say I want to move it to my sample grid. And then these are the integration notes that will not show up on the student's FlipGrid. And then I just simply hit add and it pops it into my DiscoLibrary. Pops it into my grid from the DiscoLibrary. And then there's a ton of other great ones. The Tinker's great, breakout tools, hacking STEM. Can you tell that I teach science? And then let's say you have a grid that you find that you don't really want to necessarily use and you don't want to like put it in one of your grids, then you can just add it to your favorite. So instead of selecting a grid to share, what you can do is you can add it to your favorite. So let's say I want to add, oh, these are all, a lot of those are mine. That's funny. So let's go to Breakout EDU. This one's great. And then I want fossil forensics. So I'm going to click on this and you're going to notice that it's not. So I'm going to add it to my faves because I like that one. So I just hit add to faves and then it ends up going into my favorite bar, which is right up here. And then this keeps and houses all my favorite grids that I love that I'm not really sure exactly where I want to put them in yet. And then Grid Pals, I talked about this a lot in my last one. Make sure it's active. You can connect with people. Students can connect with other students. You can have like a teach share session. Middle school teaches elementary, or you and just another educator can connect to share ideas. And then shorts. I love shorts. So this is where I do like my congratulatory, my little pep talk videos. If I want to make a video that I want to share with my students, I make a short. And then from that, once my short is made, I'm able to copy my code and then type it into an email to share. This is great because I work smart, not hard, and I make one video that I share to all of my kids. I love it also because you can see how many times it's been viewed. So I just populated these last night. This one was from last month, and I had 77 of my kids look at it. So that's pretty cool. I hope you learned something new. I hope I shared things that you didn't know. Pay it forward, add to the DiscoLibrary, and share FlipGrid with everybody else. Love y'all. Stay well.